have a great card for you tonight. I'm using the Nothing Better Than Stamp set, and I'm using the Easel card design. And I found a card on Pinterest, and I simply love it. I'm going to case it tonight. It's the Cookie Monster, and it's done by, let me see if I can get her name right, Hunjing Hunsberger of H-Made Boutiques. And I also have a second Cookie Monster card. That one's done by Michelle Strands of Stampin Strands. Sorry if I slaughtered your names. The spelling is down in the comments below. And I don't do much details on that second card. Hi, I'm Joan Heberlein. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I produce this video for Joan's Simple Paper Crafts, found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by, and if you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to just subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week on a Wednesday. Now give me a second to turn the camera down so we can get started. Here's that Cookie Monster card that I made, casing the Easel card from Hunjing Hunsberger. And what I did is I used some of the fine tip glue pen on the cookies, and it turned it orange. So I'm gonna make my next card. I'm not gonna use this. I don't like how it changed the color of the die. So, and then on the inside I just have the happy birthday, and it sets up like this. And then the other card that I'm casing tonight is the Cookie Monster card. I found this on Pinterest from Michelle Stotts of Stampin' Stotts. And I got a boo-boo here. So I guess this will give it to my nephew. Put enough money in it and he won't mind the boo-boo. But I like this card as well. And this one I just have it say happy birthday. And then I've got the cookie on the inside as well. So we'll start with this card, and this one I don't do as much to making it, because we've already done the Cookie Monster, so I've got that made already. So let's start with this. We've got our 4 1/4 by 11-inch cardstock. And it's scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So we'll do the folds on here. Let me come back here. And then the next one is right here. Oh, I don't have that done. Let me get my trimmer and we'll get that done. So we want it at 2 3/4. Now let's make sure we use the scoring blade, not the trimming blade. And I just want to make sure you really get a good crease on that. We'll do the same thing on this one. And if I can turn it over, I think that helps give it a nice crease. Then the next thing we'll use is our 2 1/2 by 4-inch card. And then I embossed it with some dots. So I didn't have any of the embossing folders from Stampin' Up, but I thought this would work. So I did it with that one. And so we'll attach this to the base. And it might have been easier to use the tape, but I'm so used to grabbing the glue. With it having the embossing, the tape might have held it a little bit easier. And I'm trying to leave 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, given the fold all the way around. And then we'll put this panel on the inside. And what I did here is I used our rectangle stitch dies, and I used I think this one right here. Yeah, so I cut that out already, and then I stamped it with the happy birthday. And then we're just going to put it at the top here, because we'll have our cookies down here that will help create the shelf for making the easel card. And let me get my... I always forget to put this down, and I'm afraid I'm going to end up messing up my mat. So the glue doesn't stick to this silicone mat. And what it does is it just dries up, and then you can just peel it right off. So this is I'm going to leave 1/8 of an inch on the top and the side. And then I'm just going to use my boning folder to get out any of the bubbles or excess glue. Let me do it this way. So then we have our cookies on the inside, so let's do that next. We should have 5 cookies. And I'm just going to put it out right about there. And then we'll take this one and we'll turn it so that the bite out of it will be covered up by that cookie that's going to be sitting on top of this. So you won't see the bite mark. And then we'll take the next cookie over here, and the bite mark will be again covered up by the cookie that's going to sit on top of this one. So these cookies, I didn't put that fine tip glue on there, so you'll see how they're brown, they're not orange. And then this one I'm going to use dimensionals, and I'm going to use this 2 big ones, I believe. And then we just use our take your pick tool to take the paper off the back, which makes it really easy to do. So that works. So the next thing we need to do is we need to get our Cookie Monster. So let's go ahead. And what I did is I already did the eyes. Got a little carried away. I was doing the other ones. And so for the eyes, I used a 1-inch punch for the white. So either that or a 1-inch die. And then a 1/2-inch punch for the pupil. So these are retired. And then I used a 2¼ inch punch for the circle. And what I did is I just took the cardstock, and I've got this quartered off, so I just line it up this way, and I just do a 1/2 punch. So and then we'll just put glue on this. And then we've used a 3-inch scalped punch for the head of the monster. And you could use our circle layering dies and just use the one that is close to 3 inches. Or you could even use a larger one if you want. So my paper didn't have enough to put 2 on there, cut out 2. So I just got 2 of the scalps that are kind of chunked off, but the eye is going to cover that. So I just want to set an eye there so I don't forget where I need to put this on here. There we go. And then we'll give it a cookie. And we're going to let it come off the edge of the head. So it's coming out of his mouth, the bottom edge of his mouth. And we'll get this one down. And I had some tape on the back, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be sticky. Yeah, there is a little bit there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our static. I'm actually going to wait though, because I'll have it probably happen on the other side too. Because I had this some tape on this piece of cardstock. And I had it all punched out before I realized that it was the same kind, same one that I was using for the eyes. So now I'm going to take this static. So this just has a little powder in it. I don't know if you can see that. So that's what we use to put on our card if we're going to do dry embossing or heat embossing. So that releases the static from the card, and then you don't have emboss powder in the wrong places. So now we want to glue it right about halfway there. So I want to do dimensionals again. So I'll put 2 dimensionals here and 1 down here. And I'm going to put the 1 down there first. And then I'm going to put them right above like where the mouth is. So we don't want it to be going past the fold. And I have it way down low, so that should be okay. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to our new catalog that's coming out Tuesday. And we need to put on our Love You More Than cookies. And actually, I'm only going to do cookies on this one. I forgot about that. So it's just going to say cookies. And this one I used our adhesive sheets. So what I did is I put one of these sheets, so it's about 2 inches wide. So the full sheet is 6 inches by 12 inches. So this is about a 6 by 7 inch sheet. So and it comes in strips of 2 inches. So there's a 2 inch sheet on here yet. And I took that 2 inch sheet and I cut it to fill this 3 inch sheet of paper. And then I put the die on there and ran it through the cut emboss. And now I'm just going to pull this out. It's easier to pull it out sometimes than it is to just pull it off the card itself. Here we go. I've got it coming. So I'm pulling just the letters off. So I've got the word cookies. And I want to use my little tool here to hold it rather than get it stuck on my finger like it is right now. And I'm going to take my pick tool and knock out this O. And then let me straighten this out. So then cookies should come up right up here. And it's really sticky, so that's why I was trying not to get my fingers on there. And then we should have one dot yet. And I am going to turn that over, pick it up with my Take Your Pick tool, and then we'll put glue on the back side. And it came off of the Take Your Pick tool, so let's see if I can get it to release back onto the Take Your Pick tool. So now it just says cookies and then happy birthday. So that's one card done. And then the next card is going to be Love You More Than Cookies. Oh, we wanted to have a cookie up here. That's why I have an extra cookie. And then, so now we're going to work on Love You More Than. And I've already got quite a bit of it done. So what we've done on this one, we worked with 11 by 4 1/4 cardstock in Early Espresso. And then I took 2 pieces of crumb cake. Each was cut at 4 1/8 by 5 1/8. Is that correct? 5 3/8. I'm sorry. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then the same thing here. And what that does, it gives you 1/16 of an inch border all the way around the card. All the way around. Then we stamped the happy birthday on the inside, and then I attached it to the inside of the card. And then we're going to just put a cookie in there toward the bottom. Actually, I want to stamp it with crumb cake so it looks like there's cookie crumbs. And I'm using these sprinkles that are in the sweet ice cream stamp set. But I think those will work great for cookie crumbs. And this is where I got the happy birthday from. So let me get our crumb cake. Move this to the side. And we're just going to stamp it one time in there. So I'm trusting that it's going to work. And then we're going to put the cookie so that the crumbs are coming off the cookie. And then next we want to do is put on our Cookie Monster head, and I did that already. I've got it all built because we've already built it here, so it's the same thing. Just put the cookie on the other side of his head, out of his mouth. So I'm going to just glue this one completely down. Actually, I think I want to do dimensionals. Change it up a little bit. So I'm going to do dimensional down here. Right there. And then we'll just take our pick tool and pull those backings off. And we'll set them on here. There we go. I'm glad we did that. And then I need to put cookies on. Love You More Than Cookies. And this one we're going to use glue. So, and that's why I'm using this glue. It's the Tombow multi-purpose glue that we carry in our catalog. But I have it in this fine tip tube so that I can do things like this very easily. You could use a sponge and put a lot of glue out here and then dip the sponge into it and rub it on the back of these. But this fine tip glue works just as well. As long as you're kind of have a steady hand. Because when I'm tired, I can see that I go out of the lines quite a bit. I don't have any strength to squeeze that. And then we need to do our dot for the cookies. Please be there. I will have to try and find another dot to put on here. We'll come back to that later on. So let's finish our cookies. So we got these. And I'm just going to look and see if I can find that other dot quick. Well, I found that dot. It was still on the piece where we took the cookies off the tape before. So it was there. It wasn't on the table anywhere. It was still attached to the paper. I hope you like this project as much as I did. Now if you enjoyed today's video, would you do me two favors? Click the thumbs up emoji. That means you like it. And would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Before I go, I want to remind you of the specials going on right now. Designers Series paper sales. Stock up and save. We all love gorgeous Designer Series paper, and during this incredible sale, you can enjoy 15% discount on the select papers from our annual catalog. Now is a great time to stock up and save on some of our most popular paper designs. Sale runs until August 2nd. The next two items aren't a current promotion, but I just wanted to tell you we have a mini catalog coming August 3rd, and that is the July to December mini catalog. It's your passport to stunning seasonal projects. It contains all the products you'll need to craft, create, and celebrate during Halloween, Christmas, and more. Are you ready to celebrate? Celebration is one of our biggest promotions of the year. Are you ready to celebrate? During the celebration, you can earn exclusive products for free. For every $50 you spend, you can add your pick of a celebration product to the cart at no additional cost. Sale runs August 3rd through September 30th. Mark your calendar. I'll be back Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Central Time to review the new catalog with you. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight. I look forward to next time. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe.